If you have toddlers who you want to be elite athletes, I just want you to know that it's totally okay if you don't have them do the drills, if you don't put them in the super early youth sports programs. It's totally okay if you just opt out of all of that. And also, you should. My name is Otis. I'm a former NFL player. I am a guy who, as a kid, really wasn't the best athlete. I wasn't supposed to make it to the NFL. I wasn't supposed to be on my high school football team. My coach literally told my dad that I wouldn't make the team, and if I did, it wouldn't be until my senior year that I'd make varsity, and I wouldn't play. He was wrong. I made varsity my sophomore year. I was one of the best linebackers in the state of Texas, and yeah, I eventually, made it to the NFL. So he was wrong. And I just want to let you know that a lot of people will tell you what you're supposed to do, and here's how you do it, and we all do it. We're all doing this, and this is how we succeed. And I would like to submit to you the idea that you want your child to be mentally and physically preconditioned for success in sports if they actually want to play sports. That's a big if, because a lot of kids are being put in sports and they don't even want to. So if they have no desire for it, it's not going to work. But also, it won't work if their bodies and their minds aren't ready for it. So mental preconditioning, physical preconditioning, these are the things that I'm working on with my children. Some people might think it's stupid. I know it will work, so I don't really care. And if you don't want to do it, that's totally fine. But I'm gonna give this to you for free. And I'm gonna talk about this more because I really am tired of watching people take advantage of people. There's so many people there who are willing to just take your money and promise you something that they cannot promise you in exchange for your money. And so so I'll just be talking about different things that you can do with your kids. And today, what we're gonna talk about? Riding bikes. Now it's different. Like before, people rode bikes, and now they've got these little e-bikes for kids, and they've got little scooters, and they've got little motorized vehicles, and the motorized vehicles are really cool. But you know what really promotes mental toughness, physical strength in a child? Riding a bike up a hill. It's a small hill, but you ride a bike up a hill enough times, legs get stronger, your endurance, your capacity for physical pain, for strain grows, and kids love getting up that hill faster. And the sooner they can get up that hill, the better, because now they get to go downhill. They love going downhill. Find hills for your kids to ride up and down where they have to actually do the work of pedaling. If your kid, obviously, toddlers, they learn how to ride a bike at different times, but start with the balance bike. I mean, it's also work literally like fast walking your bike up the hill. When they fall down, builds mental toughness. You fall down and you get up. You fall down and you get up. So you're attaching a fun thing to the concept of showing up over and over again, which is sports. You got to keep showing up. But if your child never learns to get pushed through adversity in simple things that bring them joy, how are they going to push through adversity when they're doing something that their mom or their dad is telling them to do and they don't even really want to do anyway? How do they push through adversity? So you've got to put them in a place where they can show up and be okay with failure over and over and over again. There's so many different ways that they can do this, but riding a bike is just one of the best ways. It's one of those things that have been stolen from our children for all kinds of reasons I'm not going to get into, but put your kid on a bike. Watch how strong they get. Watch how much faster they get. Watch how much they are less interested in that dumb TV show that your friend told you that you should have your kid watch. Get them away from the screens. you have to think about everything that your child is doing competes with their brain's desire for dopamine. Like, you have to train, precondition them to seek the dopamine hits from sources that matter, sources that actually feed into the path that you want them to go down. If the dopamine hits come from the TV show and the iPad and all the other stuff, they're not going to want to play sports. Like, you're going to find yourself, like, you talk to a coach at a high school these days, they'll tell you they're having a hard time finding kids who actually want to play. They're having a hard time fielding a team. There's schools that are shutting down their entire programs. That's got to be like a worse feeling as a parent, to put your kid in a sport, spend all this money training them, but you've also been training them low key. You have no idea you've been doing it, but you've been training them with devices to the point where they don't care. The video games are more important, more interesting to them, because the hits, the dopamine hits, they come faster, easier, and in bigger doses, and they can constantly seek more and more and more at any time of the day. So I would recommend significantly restricting TV, screens, digital things that come easy, that may give you some form of relief from the need to maintain their peace. And if you're looking for a real way to maintain their peace, start with you, with yourself, right? This is, obviously not everyone is interested in Jesus Christ, but Jesus Christ offers peace. Peace, true peace, comes from God, or from Jesus. That is the source of peace. And if you have peace, your kids have peace. If you have peace, like, they have peace. My kids, when they're around me, they have peace. It's not chaos. Obviously, there's moments, but like, it's pretty easy to check. It's pretty easy to redirect the path. So, yeah, consider those things. I'm gonna just keep talking about stuff like this. Obviously, I want my kid to be the best, but I also want my kid to be surrounded by athletes that are not like self-absorbed with nonsense. And the best way to do that is to share the wealth with the people who want it. So if you're interested in more little tips, oh, that's a deer. Sorry, buddy. If you're interested in learning more stuff like this, simple little things that will help you remove the stress of trying to keep up with everyone, and have confidence and peace that you're leading your kid down the right path, like, subscribe, share, do all those cool things, or not, whatever, just watch it and the algorithm will find you. But yeah, I hope this was helpful. Yeah, I'll see you around. All right, thanks.